Hey everyone, happy Marvel Monday. I am Anthony Scott at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are reviewing FanHome's Iron Man subscription box. This is box number 11, featuring issues 39, 40, 41, and 42. Each of these magazines come with additional parts to continue the build for Iron Man. Big shout out and thank you to FanHome for sending along for review. Greatly appreciate that. I've been waiting for this box for a few months because they sent the wrong box, so it took them a little while to rectify the situation. So thank you, FanHome, for correcting that. I am now going to start off with issue number 39. Here's a closer look at the cover for issue 39, as well as the parts that are included. As you can see, we are continuing the build for the leg. Let's take a closer look at inside issue 39. Inside, first article, disassembled, the end of an era for Iron Man. And you have a continuation there, along with some great images. About halfway through, you have a look at the steps for the build. And here is a closer look at the parts that are included. Comes with a bag of screws. And here's a look at the steps. Another page. And that's the final. Here is a look at the exploded view. Up next, an article for Happy Hogan, part of the Howling Commandos. And here's a look at his underwater armor. And here's a look at the back. You have the cover of the Avengers Disassembled from September 2004. And you have a look at the next issue. So what I'm going to do now is work on assembly. And let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the completed assembly. You'll notice that this piece here can be moved up and down as shown. And that's because it fits into place right underneath here with this other piece that's screwed in. So you guys should be able to see that. This piece is nice, securely in position. And this bigger part is made of die cast, while this other piece here is made of plastic. However, you really can't tell because the metallic red deco really covers that nicely. And we are moving into issue number 40. Here's a look at issue 40, as well as the parts that are included. Inside issue 40, first article, The Threat of Ultron from the movie. Also on the cover, it specifies it's a movie special issue. And we have a continuation here with some great images. A continuation. And about halfway through, we have a look at the instructions that are included, as well as the parts right here. 2 bags of screws and these 2 plates. For this step, we're going to be attaching the lower leg to the upper leg as shown. So make sure to have your leg from previous box all set and attaching it like that. And we have a continuation as well as an exploded view. Make sure to really take your time so you don't screw up. And there's a look at the final completion of it. Next article, Ultron Triumphant from the comics. A continuation. And here's a look at the back. Age of Ultron, issue number 1 from May 2013. And a look at the next issue. So what I'm going to do is work on assembly, and let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the completion. For the step, the leg and foot are now attached using the bracket on the back and 3 different screws, as you see right there. There's a closer look at that. Right now, everything is securely into place. So assembly-wise, it's coming along very nicely. And you have a look at the start of the height of Iron Man. This piece right here, this is a lightweight plastic. We're just going to put aside for now. We're not going to use this in this particular step. And I am now moving on to the next issue. Here's a look at issue 41 as well as the parts that are included. Now we're going to dive into issue 41. Starts off with M is for Mutant, Alternative Reality, and House of M. Here's the start of the article, or continuation, I should say. And halfway through, we have a look at all the parts that are included. A lot of little parts there. This shows you where the parts go. And the steps. This is a continuation and an exploded view. Here's your look there, and this is what it looks like when it's completed. Next article, The Ghost, A History of Vengeance. A continuation. And now we have Stealth Agronaut, Invisible to Radar. And the back issue, Iron Man House of M number 1 from September 2005. And there's your look at the next issue right below. So what I'm going to do now is work on assembly, and let's take a closer look. Here's a look at the completed assembly. These 2 parts go in just as the instructions specified. And all these little details that you see here, these are the smaller parts. These 4 pieces go on top here. And what it was hard to figure out from the instructions, the exploded view actually helped me figure out where these 3 parts go. As you can see, this lines up like this. This bar is on the outside, and these 2 pieces right here go on the inside. Overall, very nicely done. This is coming along great. And I am now moving on to the next issue. The final issue in this box is issue 42, and here's a look at the parts and accessories. Taking a closer look at issue 42. And it starts off with the Illuminati. Nice article about it and a continuation. About halfway through, you have the steps to continue the build of the leg. Here is a look at parts we're going to be using and the step-by-step instructions. Here's a look at the other page as well as an exploded view. And there's a look at the final completion. Exploded view, just to help you see it better. Next article, Multiversal, The 1,000 Worlds of Tony Stark. A continuation. And finally, we have a look at his Hydro armor. On the back is a look at the cover of New Avengers Illuminati from May 2006 and a look at the next issue. So I'm going to work on assembly and let's take a closer look. And here's a closer look at the completed assembly. We are working on the back here, this cover, which can be lifted up so you could still see those interior details that I showed you guys in the previous step. So overall, Iron Man's coming together great. I can't wait till he's finished. The leg is nearly complete. We just have a few more parts right here on the top as well as the side and as far as the leg, and then we'll be continuing on with the build. Thanks again to FanHome for sending along for review. Greatly appreciated. I am Anthony Scott at toyhypeusa.com. Thanks again for watching and stay tuned for more coverage and reviews.